Today I'm reviewing the SAAV Core Prebuilt Gaming PC Bundle with an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, GeForce RTX 5068GB GDDR6, dual-curve 24-inch monitors, 16GB DDR4, a 512GB NVMe SSD, and Wi-Fi 6. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've had this bundle set up as my main desk system for gaming, productivity, and everyday use over the past few weeks, so what follows reflects how it behaves in real use, not just its spec list. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a high-end enthusiast machine with flagship CPU or GPU horsepower. It's designed as an all-in-one packaged gaming experience, including dual-curved displays and networking, so you don't need to source components separately. That convenience is the central value here, not extreme benchmarks. In everyday gaming at 1080p, this combo feels solid. Competitive titles like Valorant, Fortnite, and CS2 run smoothly at high settings with consistent frame pacing. The RTX 5060 hits comfortable frame rates without needing aggressive tuning, and motion feels fluid on the bundle 24-inch curved panels. Heavy AAA titles at 1080p remain playable at high settings. You might tweak ultra presets occasionally, but performance stays predictable rather than volatile. The dual curved monitors add to the experience in a practical way. In day-to-day use, having two screens makes multitasking, browsing, chat apps, streaming music, quick research, feel natural. That's one of those real-life benefits you notice more than you expect. Having email or guides open on one screen while gaming or working on the other keeps the flow smooth. Outside of gaming, the Ryzen 7 5800X keeps the system responsive. Switching between web browsers, media apps, communication tools, and multiple windows feels fluid. That everyday smoothness is something you feel rather than measure in benchmarks. There's rarely a pause or hiccup when moving between tasks. Thermals and noise are practical for this type of pre-built. Under load, extended gaming or creative use, the cooling keeps the CPU and GPU temperatures in check without getting loud. Fans rise to the task, but they don't jump into distraction territory. In lighter desktop use, the system stays quiet enough to fade into the background. Memory and storage behavior match real expectations. The 16GB of DDR4 is enough for gaming and everyday workflows today, though heavy multitasking or future creative work could benefit from 32GB eventually. The 512GB NVMe SSD boots Windows quickly and loads games briskly, but if you build a large library of modern titles, you'll likely add more storage down the road. Connectivity and usability matter in a bundle like this. Wi-Fi 6 holds steady in my home network, and the included monitors plug in cleanly via HDMI/DisplayPort without fiddling. The curved design doesn't just look sporty, it also brings you a wider field of view that feels slightly more immersive than flat screens at typical desk distance. Now let's be honest about limitations. A 512GB SSD feels tight for today's game sizes. You can fit a handful of modern titles comfortably, but if your library grows, it's practical to plan on adding another and more SATA drive. That's not unusual for entry to mid-tier systems, it's just a storage reality. Also, while the Ryzen 7 5800X and RTX 5060 deliver capable performance at 1080p, this configuration isn't chasing ultra settings at higher resolutions like 1440p with consistently high FPS across every newest AAA release. That's simply outside this bundle's design point. It's oriented toward stable, everyday 1080p play. So who does this make sense for? If you want a packaged gaming system with screens included, smooth 1080p gaming without extra component shopping, a responsive desktop for mixed use, dual monitors for productivity and play, this setup delivers those priorities in a balanced way. If your chief goal is pushing the highest settings at 1440p or beyond, or if you want massive onboard storage from day one, those are areas where upgrades make sense as part of your revolution. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.